Hey, what's up guys, I'm Bro and today I'm going to be making a video on Southwest Florida about a $50,000 budget build. So this budget build is going to be something that's going to be a $50,000. It's going to be good for drag racing, good for like street racing, and also for track racing. It's going to cover all three of those. So the car I'm going to be using is going to be in classics, the Supra. Yeah, Supra's 25 grand, so not a bad price, pretty cheap. So I'm gonna be using the Supra. The reason I'm using the Supra, there is other good cars like this for cheaper. I could add more upgrades, but it doesn't have that much power. So then when I try to do other upgrades, it's not gonna have that much power when I try to upgrade it. And this is one of my favorite cars in the world. This and this F40 Daytona, best cars. Okay, so I bought the Supra. So I have so far put down 25,200 on the car, right? Yeah, 2,500, 200 on the car. I'm gonna write all the numbers down so I don't forget, and then so at the end we'll add everything up and then see if, and I'll know because I already did. So we're gonna add everything up and see how much it's gonna cost. Now I'm gonna go into the shop and then show you guys the tune and the upgrades I'm gonna be doing to the car. Okay, so now we're in the shop with the 2JZ Supra. So it's fully stocked. I just bought it. Never had it on this account. I did have it on my other account, but it's the first time having it on this account. A 2JZ Supra. Okay, time to start customizing it. So we're gonna be starting it off with in performance. I was going through the cost for everything, just checking out the costs. Okay, first we are gonna get a stage 3 engine because we need the power. We need power. So it's like a challenge. I'm gonna be having drag race, street race, track, and top speed. So if you guys want to try this $50,000 challenge, it has to be 50,000 or less. This car is gonna run me around 49,200. Also, the paint will also go into consideration for cost. So would wheels. So I recommend if you're gonna try to do this challenge, do not change out the wheels and tell me your times on my tracks. If you guys want to know the tracks a little better, I'll tell you guys afterwards and show you how I set it up if you want in a different video. If if you want it, just one person just needs to say in the comments, I want your tracks. So I'll send you guys the tracks if you guys want to test your own setups on it. So every time you change your setup, you have to pay for it. So and you have to consider that into the cost. So I have a round of guess 'cause I'm pretty good at tuning. So I have all my considerations in place. So now I'm gonna go in engine 7 grand. So time to write 7 grand on the sheet. Okay, got 7 grand written on the sheet. Now I'm actually not gonna be upgrading the turbo or adding a supercharger. Adding a turbo or a supercharger is gonna be too expensive and it's gonna get me out of my budget for other races. For top speed and drag racing it will be helpful, but since it's an all-around race car, so I need to be productive with my money. So no superchargers, nothing. Here I'm gonna do race brakes and a little more front bias. So when I'm stopping, the front will be able to stop faster, and then I won't be having like an ABS problem. So front stops, get in, and go. So actually, no, I'm gonna keep my brake bias just 60. Okay, 4,500. So I'm gonna write that down. Okay, got the brakes, the weight, race weight reduction, tires, grip tires for better acceleration, handling, and braking. So grip tires. Okay, I'm gonna write everything down afterwards. Now I feel like you guys can click away if I spend too much time. So transmission, we sport transmission for the car. Suspension. So suspension's actually a little bit difficult for me to tune. So I'm gonna be going for some I'm gonna go. I tried this on a different car once. Stiffness. Let me try this. Stiffness. Let's have a different car. Okay. And then this to 0 and this to 700. Also for the front, this to 0, this to 700. Okay, a good stance car now. Is that a good stance? Dampening. No. Yes. Dampening is at 0, and the rear dampening I'm not gonna touch. If you guys want to go a little more competitive, you guys could do that. So suspension, wheel width. I could save. I'm gonna come back to that. I might be in the mood to put in a bigger turbo afterwards, but no drive. But I'm gonna put no drivetrain because all-wheel drive is too expensive. This thing power. I'm gonna bump these up just a little bit. Okay. Bump everything up. Steering. So since this is an augmented drift car, Ackerman, I need to kind of bring it out. Okay, this is my. I'm also gonna be making this right in front of you guys, so you guys can see how I made this. Steering. Why is this so bouncy? Okay. Okay, so guys, I'm gonna make it off camera the rest. So once I want to do the steering off camera, then come back. The game crashed. So yeah, it's gonna take a little longer for me to record this. I've been recording for a while, so I'll be back in the dealer to talk about everything that I did and how much all of it cost. Okay, so I'm back from that small little thing that happened. Okay, so now I'm gonna be showing you everything I have done to the car, and then something that I've actually decided not to do. Brake bias, I decided to cancel my brake bias. No brake bias on the car. And then transmission, I went to this. I went to the race transmission, suspension. Here's the suspension setup. Wheel width, I decided to make my wheels wider. With gearing, this is my gear ratios. Steering, here's my steering, I believe so. One sec, let me take a picture just in case, since I crashed, some things did change. So I need to take a picture and see if it is perfect. Okay, let me press stock. Okay, nope, one sec, let me just fix that. This car is quick now. Okay, this is just a burnout for me just exiting. Okay, so far just the upgrades have costed me, let me just go up to it. Car cost me 25,200, so 2,500, 2,000, 25,200 plus 7,000 for the engine plus 4,000 for the brakes. Actually, I didn't decide to change them, so 4,000 for the brakes, 3,000 for the tires, 5,000 for the transmission, 1,000 for the suspension, 1,000 for the rear differential, plus 1,000 for steering, plus 1,000 for the final drive. That took the total up to 48,200. So plus actually I did the tire width. So that's 49,200. So I got some money to use. So I'm gonna go for a black or red paint job. Red. Ooh. I'm actually gonna go a little bit over budget with the tires, the wheels, but I'm gonna go cheap. So that's what you also have to do. You go cheaper, less than $1,000 tires. I mean wheels. That's a must. You have to have less than $1,000. It has to be less than 1,000. So these things, or if they're in your budget, you could go for like maximum for your budget. But since this is over my budget, I need to find some wheels also. Okay, if I'm much in the budget, I could go for steelies. Huh. These steelies don't look half bad. Okay, so classic 700. I'll go to look with the white thing. Wheels 800. That's a little pricey. 800 for these. I don't know why the rally tires look way better. Plus, with an older car, older wheels. Or I could go for off-road. Go for like $180 steelies. I also don't want to go over budget since I'm going 500 for the paint job plus 180 for that. I'm still in budget if I get these tires. Actually, I'm gonna stay in budget. I'm doing this. I might decide to change it. Go a little bit out of budget. Or red. Once I want to try to both the wheels first. I might have to go over budget. Let's take rally. Too expensive, out of budget. These are kinda out of budget, so first I need to see paint job, white, black it out. Ooh. Will black it out make it white, or is that gonna be too? A blue 2JZ Supra. What wheels? What wheels? Circle off-road. Stay in budget. Look off bad. Doesn't look terrible. Or do I go with these steelies? I can't decide. Steelies or no steelies? Steelies or no steelies? This thing look nice. Fat tire. Screw it, I'm gonna stay in budget. I'm staying in budget. So everyone 50 grand could do it. Black, blue, red. Red Supra. I wish I could take the reflectance down, but I have no. Ooh. Ooh. I'll be down to one Robux then. I think black paint, white paint, blue paint, blue Supra, black Supra, non gray. Sorry about the mouse clicking. It's gonna get a little loud because I have a pretty loud mouse. So red. I like the shine in the black. White or red? Screw it, I'm gonna go for a simple color with some simple wheels. Okay, so this build has fully costed me, with no changes of anything, this build will cost you, and also costing me 49,888. So almost $50,000. I'm still under, but not by that much. So you guys could also do this. I listed everything I did. I did the stage 5. One second, let me show you guys what everything that I did to the car for the final thing. Everything that's been done to the car. So I did the engine, race engine, $7,000. skipped this. Went to brakes. Went to race brakes for 4,000. No brake bias. Wait. Race weight reduction. Wait. Went to race weight reduction. One sec. You guys give me 1 second. I think I did something wrong. 1 second. Okay, you guys, I found out I messed up somewhere. I forgot to add the weight reduction. I need weight reduction. So this build only cost 5,200 without the wheels or paint. Wheels and paint are too expensive. It's gonna cost $200 more. So I'll give you guys about a $500 leniency, so you guys can spend $500 extra on the car. So since I spent 200, you guys get to spend 500 extra, 5,500. That's the budget cap for this build now. I'm still gonna title this video 5,000. So here it is. Engine stage 5, 7,000. Okay, the car costed 25,200 plus 7,000 plus no force induction brakes 4,000. Weight 2,000 because we're going for a full race build. So we need to get maximum weight reduction. Grip tires because we're not gonna be drifting. Transmission, max transmission. I don't like the sport transmission. I don't know why. The sport transmission just does not do it for me. This is the thing. If you guys don't have this, if you don't have the advanced, I don't recommend this build. You guys should try your own build on it. It's gonna be a little hard. So one second, I think I messed up. One second, I'll catch you guys back when I get back to this money. Okay, now up to here. So 1,000 for this. So this is my wheel setup. You guys also have to include this, because if you're gonna be doing this, you have to include the wheel width. Drivetrain. If you're gonna do drivetrain swap, you have to add it. It's got rear wheel drive. I'm keeping a rear wheel drive here since I changed this. One sec, is it different? One sec. What happened to my setup? No. To fix this. I'll add this later. Steering 1,000 plus gearing. I didn't actually do, so I need to add the 1,000 for this, and that'll cost 50,200, excluding the paint job and the wheels. That's gonna be over budget, but paint job and wheel don't count. I'm out of budget, so I'm gonna extend this. One second, let me see if it gives me back my old wheel, because I never paid for that. Please game, give me, please. No. So I'm gonna go up by 10. Okay. Actually, that looks too much. Yeah, it's too much. Never mind, I'm just gonna go up by this much. Yep. That should be good. Okay, so that's the setup. No gears. Again, steering. And no gears. So time to go. First I'm gonna do my thing in reverse. So first, top speed. I'm starting it off with top speed. So how fast can this fully $50,000 build could take you? So I could do more than 50,000, but I decided to do a $50,000 build because the game actually just had a new code for July. Let me show you guys it. So for